What a goddamn ride, I'm telling you, I began, a mix of exasperation and disbelief in my voice. My name is Rachel. I've got a story that's a real roller coaster ride through the twists and turns of life. You won't believe what happened to me in the past few years. I met my husband, Alex, about 5 years ago, and we fell madly in love. We got married thinking we were perfect for each other, but little did I know that our journey was about to take a wild turn. The first year of our marriage was pure bliss. Alex was affectionate and considerate, and we couldn't keep our hands off each other. But as time went on, he started changing. He criticized my job, saying it was a waste of time, and insisted I focus on being a good homemaker. I was working full-time and trying to maintain our home, but it was never enough for him. He'd complain about the house not being clean or the meals not being perfect, even though I was juggling a demanding job. Alex's behavior continued to deteriorate. He started coming home late, and I could smell another woman's perfume on him. Every time I questioned him, he'd just deny it or blame it on his female coworkers. But deep down, I knew something was terribly wrong. Then, out of the blue, I received a phone call from a woman named Laura. She was Alex's mistress, and she told me that he wanted a divorce to be with her. I was shocked and heartbroken. I realized it was time to take matters into my own hands. I mustered the courage to serve Alex with divorce papers. At first, he was stunned, but eventually, he admitted to his affair with Laura. He agreed to pay alimony, but he wanted me out of our home. I felt like my world was crashing down, but I knew I had to stand my ground. I moved out of the house, and Alex stayed there with Laura. I was devastated but determined to rebuild my life. I focused on my career and started to thrive. I excelled at work and enjoyed the freedom of being on my own. I felt like I was finally on the path to happiness. One day, unexpectedly, Laura contacted me again. She seemed worn out and frustrated. She told me that Alex was a disaster at home, completely helpless. He couldn't even make a cup of tea, and his mother had spoiled him his whole life. I couldn't help but smirk a little. It seemed that karma had finally caught up with her. She was now facing the same problems I had endured during my marriage to Alex. But Laura was struggling with the divorce and the financial burden it brought. I realized that we had both been deceived by the same man. We may have had our differences, but we could empathize with each other's pain. I listened to Laura's story, and she admitted that she had been hasty in pursuing Alex and underestimated his true nature. We both agreed that sometimes love can blind us to the flaws of the people we care about. In the end, Laura decided to confront Alex and demand compensation for her struggles. She was determined to get what she deserved from the man who had taken her for granted. As for me, I continued to focus on my career and enjoy my newfound independence. Life was looking up, and I couldn't help but feel thankful to Laura for taking Alex off my hands. The months rolled on, and I continued to thrive in my newfound independence. My career was on an upward trajectory, and I had rediscovered my passion for life. The wounds of my failed marriage had started to heal, and I was finally at peace with myself. I no longer saw Laura as the woman who had once been Alex's mistress. She had become a friend, a confidant, someone who had walked in my shoes and understood my pain. We spent evenings sipping wine, sharing stories, and finding solace in each other's company. One evening, as we sat on my cozy apartment balcony, sipping our favorite red wine, Laura hesitated for a moment before speaking. "Rachel," she said, "I have to confess something." I turned to look at her curious. "What is it, Laura?" She took a deep breath. "I'm pregnant with Alex's child." My heart skipped a beat as I tried to process her words. Laura continued, "I know it's complicated, and I never thought I'd be in this situation. But I wanted to be honest with you. I understand if you're angry or upset." I took another sip of wine and looked at Laura with a mixture of emotions. "It's a lot to take in, Laura. But I appreciate your honesty. We've been through so much together, and I won't let this change our friendship." Laura nodded, relief washing over her face. "Thank you, Rachel. I was afraid you'd hate me." I chuckled softly. "Hate is a strong word, and it won't help anyone in this situation. Let's figure this out together." After all, we're both victims of Alex's deceit. As the days turned into weeks, Laura and I found ourselves facing a new reality. We decided to confront Alex together and demand that he take responsibility for his actions, both financially and emotionally. We weren't going to let him off the hook, especially when it came to providing for his child. When we met with Alex, he was initially taken aback by our united front. He tried to deflect, deny, and minimize the situation, but Laura and I stood firm. We made it clear that he couldn't continue to shirk his responsibilities. In the end, Alex agreed to provide financial support for the child and be a part of its life, though he didn't seem thrilled about it. We knew that navigating this new chapter wouldn't be easy, but at least we had forced him to step up to the plate. With the agreement in place, Laura and I leaned on each other for support. We attended doctor's appointments together, shared late-night cravings, and even painted the nursery as a team. Our bond had evolved from a shared misfortune to a strong friendship built on trust and understanding. As the months passed and the baby's arrival drew nearer, our lives had taken an unexpected turn. We were two women who had once been pitted against each other, now facing a future as co-parents and friends. It was far from the path we had initially imagined, but sometimes life has a way of surprising us. One sunny afternoon, as Laura and I sat in the park, watching our children play together, I couldn't help but smile. Our journey had been a tumultuous one, but in the end, it had brought us a friendship that was unbreakable. We had learned that even in the face of adversity, understanding and support could prevail. The arrival of Laura's baby brought new challenges and joys into our lives. I watched as she navigated the ups and downs of motherhood, and together, we shared the experience of raising our children, who were growing closer by the day. As the kids grew, we faced the common trials and tribulations of parenting, from sleepless nights to first steps and the chaos of toddler tantrums. Our friendship deepened as we provided each other with a support system that was invaluable. Our circle of friends and family couldn't help but be impressed by our unique situation. They often commented on how unusual it was for a former wife and a mistress to form such a close bond. But we knew that our connection was forged through shared adversity and a genuine understanding of one another's struggles. In time, Laura and I decided to move in together to create a more stable and supportive environment for our children. The decision was met with mixed reactions from those around us, but we were determined to prioritize our kids' well-being above all else. Living under the same roof was a new adventure, and it came with its own set of challenges. We had to learn to navigate our differing parenting styles and personalities. But through open communication and mutual respect, we found a way to make it work. Our home became a place of laughter, shared meals, and love, a far cry from the turmoil that had once defined our lives. Our friendship evolved even further when we decided to start a small business together. We had both experienced the pain of financial struggles and the importance of financial independence. Our business thrived, and we became business partners as well as friends, further cementing our bond. As the years passed, our children grew and developed a close sibling-like relationship. They became inseparable, creating memories that would last a lifetime. Our unconventional family dynamic proved to be a source of strength and resilience, showing us that love and understanding could overcome even the most challenging circumstances. The years continued to roll by, and our bond remained unshakable. Our children had become adolescents, each with their own unique personalities and dreams. They were a constant reminder of the extraordinary journey that had brought our families together. Our small business had grown into a thriving enterprise, allowing us to provide a comfortable life for our children and enjoy a level of financial stability we had never experienced before. It was a testament to our determination and the power of our partnership. One sunny afternoon, as we gathered in the backyard for a barbecue, our children played together, laughter filling the air. It was a scene of pure joy, a stark contrast to the turmoil that had once defined our lives. As we watched our kids grow and flourish, Laura and I had a shared sense of pride and accomplishment. We had not only overcome the pain of betrayal, but had also built a life that was fulfilling and filled with love. Over the years, we had expanded our support system to include a network of close friends who had embraced our unique family structure. They saw the beauty in our story and admired the strength of our friendship. Our unconventional family dynamic had become a source of inspiration for others. We received messages from women who had found themselves in similar situations, seeking advice and encouragement. Laura and I have become advocates for resilience and the power of female solidarity. Through the highs and lows of life, we continue to lean on each other for support. Our friendship remained the cornerstone of our existence, a bond that had grown stronger with each passing day. As our children approached adulthood, they had developed a profound appreciation for the unique journey that had brought our families together. They recognized the importance of love, understanding, and forgiveness, and they carried those values with them as they ventured into the world. Our story was a testament to the strength of women, the power of friendship, and the capacity for healing and transformation. We had rewritten our narrative from one of heartache to a tale of triumph and hope, and we were determined to share that message with the world. So our story continued a remarkable journey of two women who had turned adversity into an unbreakable friendship, proving that even in the most challenging circumstances, love and support could prevail. Our lives had been forever intertwined, and we were ready for the next chapter of our extraordinary adventure.